Ready to upgrade your music? Spotify Premium lets you listen to your favorite songs, albums, and artists non-stop, online or offline. Join now for 3 free months and cancel anytime. Tap the banner.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Action has already started. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
He was a bit of a character.
He was. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Michel Platini. Kaká! Great Kaká!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pozdrav, brate.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. McManaman, he's found the way through. McManaman going full tilt down the right-hand side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Gdje povezan, brate, samo uplavio je. Samo se ništa.
Might be danger here. Now there's a fine ball. And the shots! They've done it! 500 goals! 500 goals! Stop everything! And remember where you were. You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter. And while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's worked it through. Yamal! And that is doing no harm.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Quarter of an hour played. Platini, who's on a run down the left wing. Can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. Chance for a shot! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifting here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Yaya Toure. Still very early draws, but it is a closely contested affair. And he was alone to it. Yamal. Kaká. Look at go for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Platini plays it short. That is lovely. Now it's Kaká. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And that was your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feel.
There's the shots! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Bosnia and Herzegovina grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's the chance to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Locatelli. And he's intervened well there. McManaman. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rodri. Locatelli. And smartly reclaimed. And there's green grass ahead of him. Phillips is firing after that one. Best aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Best. Vinicius Junior.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yaya Toure. And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Gullit. Oh, super fine. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Bosnia have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team. Should that not change, they could go big from here.
Bosnia and Herzegovina leading ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. And we're off again. And he's managed to get free. Maltini deals with that comfortably. Yaya Toure. Gullit. And the counter is on. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
McManaman. Neither of these two want to come off second best. McManaman, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He's cut it out. Rodri. Vinicius Junior. Nicely intercepted. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's in a great position here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kaká gets a good foot in there. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Locatelli. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's good running with the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Albert Ferrer makes the interception.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Yamal. Locatelli wins the duel this time. McManaman. Bosnia and Herzegovina do have a chance to counter here. Yamal. Kaka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Live in the spotlight with Spotify Premium. Build,
It's a good spell of
curate,
possession,
and listen
this.
to your playlists
Kaka
uninterrupted.
will not want
Even
to lose
offline.
out here, not
Enjoy
against this
3 free
opponent.
months now and cancel anytime.
Yaya Toure.
Tap the banner to learn more.
Nicely aimed pass.
Oh, great feet, that.
He has found the way through. Yamal. Eze. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Tune in to 3 free months now and
Well, that
cancel
defending is
anytime.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pull it. Vinicius Junior. And it's been played through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Shot a goal! Brilliantly cut out. Vinicius Junior! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Di Lorenzo. Yaya Toure. Now it's Platini. Could move up a gear here.
Well, played right into his path.
Kaka showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching him now! How's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
How many? Just how many? Bosnia and Herzegovina are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Albert Ferrer did incur the wrath of the referee and reserved himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game.
That's that, the end. So a real showpiece win. This one was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite that...
Čežnjom innym Plavi moj safiru, hajde, čežnjo I nemiru, hajde, dođi I ostani tu. Hajde, plavi moj safiru, hajde, čežnjo I nemiru, hajde, dođi I ostani tu. Hajde, plavi moj safiru, hajde, čežnjo I nemiru, hajde, dođi I ostani tu. Hajde, plavi moj safiru, hajde, čežnjo I nemiru,
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam. The club that unites this city. The club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. And we're underway. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede because it clearly demands...
And the shots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's a sharp little ball here. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige. So
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come. Oh, then he's asking for trouble. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's had it nicked away. Davids. Bale. Now it's Drogba. Kaká. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Bale could try cutting inside here. Oh, that was vital.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Bale clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Knocks it out wide. Bale, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Bullet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. Vicious ball here. There will be a throw-in.
keepers
Look.
very relieved.
Prosto.
That has been cut short. They go through, so back it comes. And he was slightly undercooked that one. Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Spotify Premium is the
here's
best way to
Bullet.
upgrade your listening
Now it's Kaka.
experience. Enjoy your
Bullet.
music fully when you play songs in
That's
any
the keeper's ball.
download them offline in higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more.
Just a deception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Bullet. Platini.
Explore new ways
And
to
he
do
looked
your music
every
with
bit
Spotify
the assured
Premium.
keeper
The
there.
Smart Shuffle has
Really looked sharp
recommendations
there,
into
didn't he?
your playlist to
That's
show you
very
new
well
sounds.
played.
Or you can make
All
music
he
a
needs to
shared
do is to
experience
place
where you
this
host a
between
jam,
the
where you
goalposts
and your friends
and
can add
basically let
songs
them
and
attack
listen
it.
together. Tap the banner to learn more.
Platini is short. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Can't get enough of your song of the moment?
Ajax are looking to
Download
go
and indulge
forward
in the
now.
tracks you love over and over again with Spotify
And he's
Premium.
had a
Tune in
shot!
to discover the
And
perfect
yes,
listening
it's
experience when you
there!
play your favorites in any order. Tap the
Bosnia-Herzegovina
banner to
are
learn
back
more.
in business. It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Good read, needed to be. McManaman. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely worked. And Bullet! Goal! Bosnia-Herzegovina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's McManaman. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale drives forward on the overlap. Hit into the middle. Platini. Nicely aimed pass. Bosnia and Herzegovina have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Leicester, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic. Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. And it's half-time here. Bosnia and Herzegovina come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about it.
Bosnia and Herzegovina are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Bosnia and Herzegovina claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Bosnia and Herzegovina have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Go for a shot!
Bak.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Bullet certainly knows he missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
There's Bullet. Best
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bullets. And the shot! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring! Absolutely purring! Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should be.
Oh, it's come loose. Lam. He's going to be disappointed with that. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Nice sequence of passes, this. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Ball driven towards the far post. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good take, and the shot, surely! Just one goal in it now! Game on! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Ajax get themselves back into contention. What a chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Corner number 3 coming up. Hazard with the short one. Ajax has the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? That's been cut out, well played.
Well, he got rigged because he was under pressure.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bale, he has found a way through. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a cute ball. And the through ball. Can he finish?
Look.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ajax can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Hazard. It's an imaginative pass. Oh, A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Bosnia and Herzegovina will 2-up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And it's Lam. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easy.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Lam. And he's intervened well there. Baresi cuts out the pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bale. Now Mbappe. Hazard. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries to play it through. Now can he find a finish? Shoots! Yes! And they are cruising away. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Bale. Love. Here's Nedved. Mateus. Well-timed, excellent interception. That's Nedved. Lovely, now then. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bosnia and Herzegovina finding their passes. It's a nicely shaped ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's having a shot! Goal! 200. It's the goal they all came to see. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
It's become a case of men against boys.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's making a real surge on the left. A heavy challenge. Oh, somewhat off target. Bale. Best. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What
Spotify Premium is what your ears deserve. With millions of songs and high-quality audio, treat yourself to limitless music. Get 3 free months now and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.